guys, welcome to the vlog. I can't believe this is the first time I'm talking to you guys and it's already freaking Wednesday. But anywho, this week has been funny for me. My energy has been pretty good, but I've been having some insomnia. Pretty common in prep where I fall asleep for a couple hours, then I'll be up for a couple of hours, can't fall back asleep. Sleep for another couple of hours. So energy hasn't been bad throughout the day. It's just been like my sleep's just been a little bit wonky at night. But anywho, that's my little update. Now let's see how the bod is looking, guys. Time to take some pics. Hey guys, what's up? Don't mind my crazy ass hair today. Anyways, things are looking kind of wild. I looked in the mirror, was like, what the fuck? But it's kind of funny, so I'm gonna leave it for this because, yeah, give you guys a little bit of a giggle. But let's see what Paul had to say about my check-in. I'm definitely feeling leaner. I can start to see like some separation coming from my delts into biceps. Haven't trained today yet, but it is a high carb day. So please, all my carbs go into my muscles, and let's see what Paul had to say. Okay, so I just let him know that the new program was going really well, that I'm enjoying the style, volume, and exercises. Also let him know that his fucking hamstring and glute workout had my glutes and hamstrings like vibrating, and they were sore for so many days. It took them like 4 or 5 days to recover. The shoulder day also had my delts looking nice and full, so I just let him know that I was liking that. Had to let him know about my sleep issues. So other than the days of my refeeds, I've been having some prep sleep insomnia stuff. So I'll sleep for 2 hours, then I'm wide awake for 1 to 2 hours, and then back to sleep for another 4 to 5 hours. I'm still feeling rested. It's almost like when I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm thinking like, oh, it must be morning, and it's really not morning. So I had to let him know about that. Let him know that I'm getting a Dexa scan tomorrow, which you guys are going to see shortly in this episode. And also let him know that I got a massage. So when you get massages, you can have some fluid retention. So sometimes that can influence what he's seeing with the trend of my weight. So I let him know about all of that. And let's see what he said. So he said, thank you for the fantastic update. I continue to see improvement and changes. This week, I want you to have your review day 3 consecutive days. He actually meant refeed day, but we clarified that afterwards. But yeah, so 3 consecutive refeed days, just as your normal schedule with the 2 refeed days, but add another 3rd day at higher carbs of 200 grams as well. And then he said, we may be at the point where more calories is required to get leaner. I want to ensure that you're asleep as high quality as possible. The massage will also help, but certainly can cause some fluid retention depending on how intense it was. No other changes for now. I get home Friday and can't wait. Thank you. All right, so when I got that message from him, I was like, happy dance, happy dance, happy dance, happy dance, because I love food, and 600 grams of carbs is like amazing. So I'm a happy lady. This is day 1 of 200 grams of carbs. I decided to start it today versus waiting until starting it on Friday. And the reason why for me pushing it to be a day earlier is just based on when I have to do my training this week. So my Friday is going to be a rest day and my Sunday is going to be a rest day, but I'm training Thursday and Saturday. So I was like, I know I'm supposed to technically wait and do my high carb day until like start it on Friday, but I was like, just with the training, I think I can give it more if I do extra carbs on Thursday. So ended up doing that. I also have a Dexa scan tomorrow, and yeah, I just want to feel good for that. I know that heading into tomorrow, I actually have to fast before I have my appointment at 12. So it's going to be 8 hours of fasting from when I get up. I also can't exercise. So I'm still going to do my cardio because it's really low intensity and just walking, but I can't do any lifting or anything, and no eating, very minimal water before the scan. So it's going to be a little bit of a tough grind in the morning. So I thought if I had some extra food today, it would just allow that would be able to carry me through and feel pretty good heading into tomorrow. So that is the game plan, and that is also the next clip that you guys are going to see in this here video. So let's see what happened at my Dexa scan. All right, guys, so I just cranked out my cardio. I do have to keep my water to a minimum before we go to do the body fat testing today. So they said 1 to 2 glasses, but I don't do the test till 12. So I've just had one of these bottles, but I'm used to already having like 2.5 liters during my cardio session. So it's gonna be hard for me to keep water to a minimum, but gonna try my best. Gonna have a coffee and then no eating until we do the test at noon. So I got a long grind ahead of me in terms of fasting, but that just means that I'm gonna have really yummy food afterwards, because today is refeed, 200 grams of carbs, and I woke up today feeling really tight after doing a carb up yesterday. So I'm excited to see what things look like and what happens when I go to do this Dexa body scan today. So come along with me, let's have fun. All right, guys, so we made it to Toronto, heading to the spot now to go do the Dexa body scan. Because of parking, it is a little bit of a walk, so I came a little bit early so that I'd have an opportunity to take advantage of this beautiful day in Toronto and take advantage of doing some extra walking, because my freaking quads are so damn sore. Whenever it is sore, it's good to just get that circulation going, get the blood pumping within the legs. So let's see what happens.
This is your Dexa scan. In terms of colors, blue is bone, purple is muscle, yellowy orange is fat. Dexa measures your internal fats, like your essential fats, the fat around the organs, and your outside, which is your subcutaneous fat. Your overall body fat reading, it's at an incredible 11.5% body fat. Okay. Nice. Now, we use the World Health Organization definitions for body fat, so I'm going to explain you those and also the competitive levels. So you being 29 years old, you're going to fall in this range here. Now, healthy is anything from 21 to 33, but I know you're more in the competitive range just by looking at your physique and your body fat percentage. What exactly you're doing? Bodybuilding? Or
Bodybuilding.
So anywhere from 10 to 15% for women is for bodybuilding, and yours is excellent. It's at 11.5. Okay. BMI is based on height and weight. I don't even like to look at BMI.
Especially when you have muscle.
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly. You can get a bodybuilder who could be obese and BMI
Yes.
so low on a Dexa, or the reverse. Somebody could be normal on BMI and high on a Dexa, called skinny fat. Okay. You get a lot of data with the Dexa. If you look at total, so this is the scale weight on top. When we add up fat, muscle, bone, your weight is 122.6, comprised of 13.6 pounds of fat, 104.2 is lean muscle mass and fluids in the body, and 4.8 pounds is the dry bone, the mineral of the bone. Bone itself is made up of fat and marrow, which gets added here. Now this looks at the distribution of fat in different regions of the body. Overall body fat's 11.5, in your arms 10.4, legs 14.8, Trunks your upper body, 6.6. And android is 6.1, gynoid is 12.4, and what's sticking out in terms of all the numbers, as long as it's not the android fat, like you're storing it in the gynoid, that's a good thing, okay? Lean muscle mass, anything metabolically active, and we can compare different sides to see if there's any asymmetry, imbalances, strong dominance. If there's a curve or an injury, you might see more of a change. If you're lifting weights or if your body naturally weight bears evenly, the numbers will be close together. If I cut your arms in half, your right arm's just a tiny bit stronger, okay? Even here, your right leg, tiny bit stronger. Upper body's so symmetrical. And we cut your whole body in half, just a tiny favor to your right, but not by a lot, okay? So you don't have any imbalances going on, which is a good thing. Relation, for someone of your age and gender, you're at the 1 percentile, okay? I think if someone's obese, then this might be useful. Okay, bone density, so this is important. This is looking at your total bone density head to toe. So it's measuring your entire skeleton in terms of its bone mass. So it's plotting your age versus the bone density score. This middle line is where 68% of the population fall, and you're strong, you're at the 87th percentile. Let's just say if this value was low, it could indicate a secondary reason of bone loss. There could be a vitamin D deficiency, like a hormonal deficiency, eating disorders. Sometimes people who are vegan can sometimes score low on bone density as well. People doing fat diets, losing rapid weight in a short time, but they're not exercising. Or there could be a secondary reason of bone loss happening due to a medication or them having a certain condition causing bone loss, right? Sometimes when we do see female clients at the competitive level, sometimes their body fat level is too low, and if they stop menstruating, their bone density can drop as well. So that's something to also kind of look out for, right?
Yeah, I've lost it in the past, in past preps, but I haven't this time.
Okay.
So this is a good sign.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
When you do a follow-up scan, we'll put them side by side so you can see transition in terms of colors.
Nice, yeah. So 6 weeks from now, so it's pretty much showtime. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see what things are looking like. But I mean, 11. I'm happy with 11 and a half at.
It's a great start.
This place. So past 3 days, we have been putting carbs into the body, and boom! Look at these shoulders, nice and full. Biceps are nice and full. Yeah, I'm happy, very, very happy, and I slept really well. So all in all, I'm feeling really great for 6 weeks out. This is definitely the best I've felt in a prep, and I'm definitely not stressed about being ready, which is a really good place to be. Yes, I'm hungry for more, and yes, I want to continue to improve on my physique, but I'm not worried about being ready in time. Just going to keep on grinding over these next 6 weeks and see where we end up. But I got some news for all of you guys, but I can't tell you yet. So it's really hard because I suck at keeping secrets. So I can't tell you guys the news until April 1st. So that will be next week's episode, I think. Yeah, that'll be next week's episode that I'll get to share that. So stay tuned, everybody. But I do have one cool thing to tell you guys. So this week, the theme on my brain has just been like, Ange, it's okay, just step out of your comfort zone and reach out to people that you really want to speak with on the podcast. So that is me getting over the struggle in my mind, thinking I'm not good enough. I've been like in this headspace of like, oh, nobody's going to want to go on my podcast because I'm not that good and I'm not that smart. And sometimes I just get in these funny little cycles in my brain, and I think we all do this, right? So yeah, that's been a little bit of a struggle for me. But this week I had this theme in my brain of like, okay, I'm going to ask. The worst thing that can happen is they say no. And I just need to accept that that is okay and that's not what I'm supposed to do. So this week, I got up the courage to ask Lane Norton, who is a guy that I really, really respect in the fitness industry. He's a really smart dude. He has done some amazing things for natural bodybuilding, amazing things for just the competition prep industry. And he, to me, is just such a source of inspiration. I've learned so much from him and just use a lot of the things that he teaches about in the ways in which I coach my clients. So super pumped, but I got the balls to say, hey Lane, I got a podcast and I think you should come on it. And guys, the universe somehow was like, yeah, this is gonna happen. And he said yes. So I almost like blew my mind. Like, it actually blew my mind. Like, somebody pinched me. He didn't actually just say yes, but he did. So he's coming on in a couple of weeks, and I'm just like super jazzed about that. And I think it was like the hump that I needed to get over. And I think it's something that now I'm like, okay, we can do this. We can do this, Ange. You have totally got this, and I just have to continually work on that. It's a practice I have to work on, because although there are a lot of areas of my life where I feel really confident and I feel good to go, there's definitely elements where I'm like feeling really insecure and feeling as though I'm just going to be rejected and feeling as though I'm not worthy. So that's kind of what I'm working on internally right now, with not just competition prep, but all around. So wanted to share that with you guys as well. And then the last thing I want to tell you guys is I've decided that I'm no longer going to edit my own YouTube. I've hired somebody. So I hired him, and he will be taking over as of next week's episode. So this one I will be editing myself, but from this point onwards, he is doing a new intro and doing all the fancy edit stuff, and just kind of taking that project off my plate so that I can focus on what I'm really good at, and that is providing content and value to you guys, coaching my clients, and training. So anyways, super excited for him to come on board. You guys are going to get a pretty badass video and next week and then beyond, so stay tuned for that. What else did I have to tell you guys? There was something else. Let me think for a second. Can't remember it. Shit. Okay, I'm sure I'll tell you in an upcoming cardio conversation, though. Oh, if you haven't checked those guys out, they're pretty cool. But if you go to my Instagram, I do cardio conversations in the morning where I just ramble on about whatever's on my brain. I answer your questions about various things, health, fitness, exercise, all that stuff related, and you guys have seemed to really like them, so I'm going to keep those guys going. If I remember what it was that I forgot to put into this video, it'll be in the cardio conversation. Other than that, I am going to go crush this lift. I hope you guys have a kick-ass week. Thanks for watching.